Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the channel. Hope you're having a great day today as always. Today's video is going to be about what guns and what setups I think are the best to bring into a raid. I.e., hey, I'm going to try to go find players. What do I bring? Or hey, I'm just going to go loot everything I can. Or hey, I'm going to camp. I'll show you all three options. I do believe if you're going against players, you're going to want the best thing possible. You should always imagine that you're going to go against players, because every game is going to throw a curveball at you. But if you're mainly looking at just, rushing those spawns, by the way, that's another thing that I want to talk about. If you're going to be rushing players, you're definitely going to want to know where all spawns are in the map. So that way when you spawn in, you can go to the other spawn immediately, start running there, and go catch the guys off guard. But the first thing you're going to want to do is for sure get yourself either a GS2, which would probably be the best option, or at least an MS, or an M32, excuse me, I don't know why I said S. I wouldn't go with comms, just because players that are also looking for other players, if players, if you're going to fight players, sometimes those players are also looking for you. They're going to have something better than this comm, so they're going to have something up here, You're going to just want something to at least hear them at around the same time they hear you. Moving on, backpack is not really necessary. I don't bring a backpack when I'm going to hunt players because of the fact that I'm just going to grab theirs anyway, I want as much money as possible, and if I'm bringing in my own bag, I end up losing that. That's another 1,000, or even all the way up to 10 grand, or even 50 grand that I'm losing, depending on what you're getting, obviously. Helmet, definitely going to want to go with this guy. This guy is a great option. You can put a face mask on him. You can hear everything. It's level 4. It's great. If you want to go with something a little less pricey, go ahead and go with this guy. He's a level 4. You're just not going to be able to put on your headset, so you're going to have a problem hearing other players. You're going to need to be way more vigilant. I would get the face mask, definitely the DK6. That's a level 3 face mask, and that's going to protect your face, because face eliminations suck. For the vest, I would be going with a level 4 as well. I'd either go with this guy right here because he's cheaper, or if I'm going to spend a little bit extra money, you might as well go with this guy because he's going to have that extra little padding on the bottom, cover your groin area. Now, moving on to the guns. So, for player versus player, you're going to want either an SMG, or it depends on what map. You're looking at farm, you're definitely going to want to bring an SMG. You're looking at the new map, you're definitely going to want to bring an SMG. I think, personally, the MP5 is great for these close encounters. Personally, I grab this guy all the time. Here, hold on 1 second. So, I either grab that, but if you want to be a little bit more stealthy, if I'm going player versus player, I'm going to grab this guy. So, let me show you how to make this and what this consists of. So, hold on just a second. I'm going to actually go ahead and just make one now. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the best top you can. It's going to give you more options. You're going to want to go with either this guy right here or this guy right here. I would suggest going with this guy. Go ahead and put that on there. You don't need that. Now, for a sight, I'm probably going to go with this guy. I just like that sight a lot. That's personal preference, so you can choose what you would like to do. If you do want a grip in this area, you're going to have to go with the smaller. But what that's going to do is that's going to change all your dynamics. You're going to only have these small little options. It cuts out quite a bit. But you can either go with this guy. This guy is probably going to be the best one right here. Or if you like to hip fire a lot, go ahead and pick that. Obviously you're going to want a suppressor. Like I said, either or. Doesn't really matter. And that's about it. You're going to want the 50 round drum. They're always cheap. And that's pretty much the MP5. If I was to buy it now, I'm spending only 10 grand, you guys. It's like nothing. Well, that's also because I have a lot of these parts. But max, you're going to be spending 25k. Max. And that's definite. I've never spent more than 25k. If you are spending more than 25k, somebody's marked it up really high. For some reason, there's no lesser sales. I would wait. But anyway, so that is for player versus player. Now, if you're going to be camping, smaller maps, I'd be doing the same thing. But also, player versus player on the larger maps. I'm sorry, I skipped over that. Larger maps, I'm going to want to go with... I'm going to go with an M4A1. MDR is always great. These are very expensive guns, though. So, either the M4A1, all I do is put a suppressor on it, maybe a sight, and that's about it, you guys. You don't really need anything else on the M4. If you want, you can kit it out. Go ahead and put a grip on it and everything like that. Another one that a lot of people go over a lot is actually this AR-57. The only problem I have with the AR-57 is you're only going to get that 50 round mag. That's the highest it goes. There's no 95, there's nothing else. It's P9050, and they're pretty expensive magazines, and they're pretty expensive rounds. But the gun itself is very cheap. For example, let's just say I get everything that I don't have, right? That is okay. Alright, you could put that on there. I'm not going to. Just to buy this gun. Oh. Let me see, where is my little sight attachment? Oh, I guess, okay. There we go. So, if I was to get this gun, it's going to be around 50 grand. But remember, the longer shot guns, those ARs, they're going to cost more. If you don't want to go with that expensive of a gun, but you still want that longer shot, the SKS is always a great option. It really is. The M14, even the Mini is great. These are all great guns. They're going to be semi-auto. But yeah. Personally, I would rather go with an M4A1 and pretty much just put a suppressor on it and a sight. Or I'm going with that AR-57. And that's for long range. So I'm talking about maps like, for example, so TV, station, all of the smaller maps, farm, all of that is what I would not bring it on. So Northridge, I'd definitely bring longer rifles on there. Valley is a good place for longer rifles, and also as well the military base, the blockaded military base. Those are all great options. Now, if you are trying to just camp, same thing for your guns, you guys. The same exact thing for your guns apply. I still do the same exact guns like I was going to go player versus player, because that's still what you're doing. You're still going to do player versus player. You're just waiting for them to come to you instead of you pushing them. Now, difference in one thing. If I'm going to just loot, if I'm just going to loot and I don't need to go fight, and that's not my main objective. I mean, obviously, I'm going to have to fight if I see somebody and they see me, but that's not what I want. I just want to get as much money as possible, get out of there without getting into any fights for a while until I have enough money to lose some stuff. Then I'm going to go with an SKS and put it very cheap, or a shotty. Now this shotty right here, the M870, is great, because if you make it long, like I have right here, with a 10 as well, I mean, you're just getting great aim. And you have 10 shots, you guys. That's 10 times 8. I mean, that's a lot of shots, you guys. It's 80 shots. And you can fire them pretty quickly. You know, it's 8 shot slugs for the buckshot, and the buckshot's pretty cheap too. I think you can buy it from your contact for around 20 to 24 per shot. So that is another option, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helps you guys a little bit in your endeavors. If you are going to be, hold on one second, if you are going to be camping, you're not going to want to bring the same vest, okay? So the vest and the helmet, I would bring something dark, so that way when you are in somewhere dark, some dark area, you can, you know, hide yourself. So this vest is great. If you watch part 1, the first video I've ever dropped, part 1 of how to make money quick in Arena Breakout, you'll be able to see exactly the loadout that I'm talking about. But essentially, it's just all dark gear, and it's level 3 stuff. It's nothing fancy. I even get a level 2 helmet. And that's what I camp with, you guys. It's this helmet right here, and that vest that I just showed you guys, and this rig that, hold on just a second. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, this rig right here. So yeah, that's what I bring to camp with. And if I'm just going to run around, I'll bring level 1 vests, you guys, because I want to trade it out for something good. So at least I still have some protection, but I'll bring something like a level 1 or a level 2, so something like along these lines. That way I'm not spending a lot of money getting out of there. Helmet, same thing. I'm going to bring, you know, one of these guys, something really cheap. Maybe not the orange or the yellow. That's kind of like just trying to be spotted. And the fire hat is really not going to do anything for you. I'd probably start around this guy. I would never go with this. I'd just go with either this guy, that, or that. Those are the ones that I would pick. Hope the video really helps you guys. If you have any other questions or any video suggestions that you want me to drop, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section on this video, and I'd be happy to oblige. Hope you're having a great day, and hopefully this video could help you.